Good evening and welcome to the DTCC Season 11. We're at round 3 at Watkins Glen. This is the third different format of the 7 race series. So the final of the 3 we've got. We had 2 times 30-minute races at Daytona. We had 3 times 15-minute sprints at Laguna Seca, and we've now got a 1-hour enduro at Watkins Glen. So it is truly a series that tests all the different skills of the drivers. We've got the short and fast sprints, we've got the 30 minutes where you have to play around with your strategy in terms of do you stop or don't you stop in a race, and then we've got the long 1-hour endurance at the mighty infamous Watkins Glen in our MX5s. Right, we're going to kick things going. We have a different qualifying format tonight. Let's get the buttons right. In which we have a 15-minute qualifying session with staggered times that the drivers will go out. So a quick run through, just checking everyone's ready. Quick run through. Of the 15 minutes, the drivers go out in reverse championship order of points scored per round. So Carly is at the moment has the lowest points per round. So Carly's going out first, and she will go out on the 15-minute mark, i.e. when the qualifying starts, and she will be able to lap for the entirety of the 15-minute session. Then Jack will go out on 14 minutes, and so on and so forth as we work our way down to Chris Pengelly, who, even though he's only done 1 round, he maxed his score out. I think in the last round he got 63 points. So points per round, he has got the highest, so he will be going out last on the 3-minute mark, so he will effectively get only 1 lap in. Alright, so let's get going. Say hi in the chat if you're watching. If this is coming through okay. Right, so a brand new, I don't think we've ever done this in DTCC before, a brand new qualifying session format, and we like to change things up, and I like throwing last minute changes to the drivers. Alright, so hopefully we will see Carly go straight out, and then the grid will be formed based on the straight qualifying order. Alright, let's see where Carly is. Thank you, Mum. Right, Carly is out, so she'll get the full 15 minutes to set a time, and the usual format of you've got to qualify on a different set of tyres to those you'll start the race with, and as per every round now over a race night, you have to use all 3 compounds once and once only, so they'll have to use a soft, a medium and a hard at some point during the race. Final bit of admin. The success ballast means that Chris will have to start, Pengelly will have to start on hards. Qualify on hards. So his one and only qualifying lap will be on hards. And Mike will have to qualify on mediums. Big Dan is not here. He's celebrating his wedding anniversary tonight, so congratulations to Dan. He's our championship leader. He's not here tonight, and neither is Dan S, who unfortunately isn't feeling 100%. So we're Danless tonight, which means there will be a little bit of a gap in terms of the drivers going out, but it won't stop the track action. Right, so now hopefully Jack is on the move. Yes, it is. Look at that. Jack's gone out in 14 minutes, so Mika will be our first to set a flying lap, and we're playing a bit of map bingo tonight, so I'm going to continually mix PSNs and real names around. Right, so when we get to 13 minutes to go, James should also then head out. Let's see what Mika can do. We'll keep on track limits. Got to keep 2 wheels on the curb. So Mika's decided to qualify on mediums. Okay, so probably thinking maybe starting on softs. There she goes. Right, let's just see if James is out. He should be. There's James. There he is. So James has left as well. And unfortunately, he was coming out right in front of Mika. Traffic could be an issue tonight, so we'll see. We'll follow Mika around. And it should be a bit more of a laid-back qualifying session, and there should be a bit more laid-back race as well to come and take it on. Lucky for everyone that works tomorrow, I probably still have a voice. Right, here comes Mika up the hill into the bus stop, first split. 33.2. Take a few laps to get the heat in the tyres because we're starting at sunrise. Track's probably a little bit cold. Around we go. Let's get the track map up. That's called the outer loop. Now in down the chute into turn 6. Let's see how Silver Star's doing. Oh, he's doing his out lap, so he's about to start his fastest lap. Hopefully Baz is out. I think he is. Looks like we've got a bit of traffic for him as well. What's going on there? Let's have a look. Oh, there's Baz up. Just been passed by Silver Star, I think. Right, Mika up to the second split. Silver Star. Right, Silver Star is now coming up to his first hit. He's on softs, selected to start on softs. Let's see how he goes. He's not gone purple, so he's not the fastest up the hill to the bus stop. Not yet. He's now coming around out of turn 9, which is where the safety car line is. I'll explain that. Hopefully we won't need a safety car tonight. But that's the safety car line is out of turn 9. Right, into the last corner we go. Let's see what Mika can do on our mediums. Quick lap I think is going to be in our softs is a 58. Starts off with turn 1. Let's see what's going on with Silver Star. James is just completing his out lap. We have got 11 minutes, so Dan Sheldrick would have been going, so Coy waits until we've got 10 minutes to go, then he'll be out. Let's see how we're doing here. So Silver Star, we come up to split. No, we've just gone through a split. There's going to be one come up now. Let's see how he's doing. He's on the curve. Oh, he's purple. Jack's purple. He's 6/10 up. He's on softs though, so you'd expect that. Keeps it neat and tidy through turn 10, penultimate corner. And it's very tricky turn 11. The turning is always much earlier than you think. Let's see if he can get it into the 2 minutes or maybe even a sub 2 minute. Across the lane goes, oh look at that, 59.9, nice lap from Jack, that is a good lap, very nice. So he takes fastest, let's see where James is going, that's Bazler's should be on a lap as well, right, he's on an out lap. Hopefully Coy is now moving, yes it is, we can see him on the track, also means we get a nice look at people's liveries. Where's James? So James is now half a second up. Dark horse I think for tonight. He's in a very nice silver Mazda. Who knew silver Mazdas? Oh, but that's track limits. James, you need to give a bit of a lift there. That was a bit wide. He's still fastest. Let's see what he does. So Carly's gone quicker, she's done a 2:01, so not far at all behind Jack. Let's see what James does, goes fastest, 7/10 up. We'll have to have a little stewards on that one. Let's see if he goes any quicker. We'll remember that, what did he do, 59.2. Alright, Silver Star is currently second. Mika's third. Pat is joined the fray, he's on his out lap. Alright, let's see what Bazza can do. Another one pushing track limits coming out of the hill. Is Coy, I think, behind. Was that Coy behind? Right, let's see what Mazda can do. Split coming up now. Not fastest. We know that. I think was that Alex behind? No, it wouldn't be Alex yet. 7 minutes about to come. 8 minutes to go, so Wayne should be joining the fun very soon. Right, let's see what Mazda can do. Comes out the last corner. He's 7 up Jordan. Silverstar goes quicker, does a 59.1. Mazda does 59.4. So, getting some good times now. Silverstar still fastest. Well, still fast. So it's taken fastest away from Jack. Wayne's just coming out. So James is second. Bazza is third. Mika is down to fourth. Coy is now on outlap. A bit of an unfortunate place to pass someone, but they got out of the way. And Pat's also on an outlap. Let's just watch as we go up the hill. Let's see how Coy's first split goes. Hopefully the drivers are getting warmed up now, and the idea is that the lower you are in the championship, the more time you get, and that sounded a bit squirrely, was that? Or just general MX5 squeals. Alright, there's Silverstar. Let's see how he's doing. We're not near a split yet. Let's see about James. James is near a split. Alright, he's obviously had a bit of an off, or he's slowed down. Let's have a look at Bazza. I think he's got Coy right behind him. Coy's catching Bazza up. Bazza's on his softs as well, and we've got a little message from our sponsor who always says
like and subscribe.
Ring that bell. Thank you, Benjamin. Alright, let's see what Bazza does. He's 4 seconds down. What about Coy? Coy is trying to get past some traffic in the shape of Bazza, which Bazza just moves over, which is very nice. Let's see how he does. A bit of understeer there, going through the hill. He's on mediums, so he's giving himself the option of hards or softs to start the race with. Here comes the split. How's he doing? A 40.2. Who's in front of him? It's always hard to tell. That's not Mika. Don't know. Right, let's see how Coy does. He's coming out last lap, last corner. Gets his account open with a 2 minute 1.8, so he's currently 7th. He's got Bazza right on his tail. Not sure if that was a good move by Bazza or a bad one. Bazza's currently 2nd. No, he's not, because we lost. Oh, Silverstar's going to the pits. Silverstar, right, is deciding to change his tyres. So he's putting a fresh set of softs on. Now the fuel's starting to burn off. Out he comes, so our pole sitter at the moment has just put some new boots on. James is 2nd, but he's obviously gone off somewhere. Bazza is 3rd, getting a lovely tow from Coy, but I'm not sure that's the greatest idea in the world. Mika's 4th, but she's not improving. She's the 2nd down. Who else we got? There's Pat. Pat is getting close to the end of the lap. Let's see if he's going to improve. 5 minutes to go. Chris Raines should be out. Wow, Pat really pushing the barrier. I sapped him a bit of time there, unfortunately, to see if he probably won't improve on that. No, he did not. He is only 4 tenths behind Mika. There's Coy. Coy is shaken off Bazza. He's on his mediums as well. Let's see if he... So Coy is a 2nd up on his fastest. No, he's currently 1.3 behind Pat, so he's going to need to find a bit more to move up the grid. He's currently... Well, it says 8th, but he's not 8th. It's really sliding and getting the track limits pretty much spot on there. Where's Wayne? Wayne is a bit further back. Oh, Coy's really pushing it. I think that probably, yeah, he's lost 4 tenths. And Bazza's now going to get held up. Let's just see what Coy can do. Really sliding it around on his mediums. If I was Bazza, I'd back off a bit. Let's see if he comes across the line. I don't think this is going to be an improvement. There he goes. Oh, he does. He still improves. So it shows Coy's got some time in his pocket there. He's 7 tenths up on his quickest. Let's have a look at Mika doing. Come up to a split. Not yet. Right, Wayne's just opened his account. We're 208, so I assume that was mistake led. Everyone else is out. There's Mike. Mike's on a flyer. He's got Chris Rains behind him, who's on an out lap. So Mike isn't purple, he's on mediums, so we don't expect him to be purple. Let's see what he does on his first lap. And then we're going to get another, probably 2 laps, maybe even 3 if he's lucky. Let's see what Mike does. Where does he pop himself up? Alright, he goes into 4th. With a 59.7 on his mediums. Baz is still going round. That's what he's doing. So Pat has moved himself up. It's a nice lap from Pat. He's just done a 2:03. He's on softs though, but starting to get a bit worn. So if I was him, I'd duck in the pits and get some new ones. Alright. Littles is out as well on his hards. Everyone is now out. Alright, how's Silverstar doing? Currently 2nd on the group. Actually, no. Jag is currently fastest. Where are we near a split? That's just done. James is currently 2nd. But slightly contentious 59.2, but it's a good lap time. Bazza is currently 3rd. Where's Bazza? Right, he's got past. So he hasn't got past Coy. Look at the 2 VRC teammates giving themselves bum drafts. He's only 3/10 off pole at the moment though, Bazza. Clear him, right. Alex is open to his account. He has gone into 4th place on his softs. 6/10 off though. Jack's done a really nice lap there. And he's also on fresh tyres. Could we see Jack getting a pole? It's very close, and we've got just under 2 minutes to go. It's getting exciting. Let's see what Chris Rains is up to. He's on softs as well. Currently, I think 3rd in the championship. 2nd in the championship. So with Dan missing, and he's purple. So Chris is on a blinder. He's 6/10 up. Can he snatch pole away from Jack? He'll get one more lap. Let's get across the line now. That looked nice coming that last corner. Across the line we go. Gets a 58.5. So Chris takes pole by 0.5 of a second, half second from Mike, who's just stuck on mediums. Mike's done a 59.0 on mediums. That's a lovely lap. Let's see what Mr. Pengelly's up to. He has just started his flying lap, his one and only flying lap on hards. Alright, let's have a look, see what's Wayne doing. Wayne's currently 10th, probably as usual using this as his practice session. Coy is in 9th on mediums, Mika is 8th on mediums, Pat is 7th on softs, 1.3 off pole, so you can see how competitive it is. Alex is 1.2 off. Let's see what he can do on this lap. It's just an improvement. His front left is starting to go. That looked very nice coming out last corner. Can Alex put himself up the grid a bit? I think he's going to. He does, and goes 2nd only by 300ths. A cracking lap there from Alex. And he's done. He's crossed the line. Right, Chris. He's on his final lap. Let's see what our championship leader. Oh, sorry, our highest points per round. So Chris is on purple on hards. Let's see what he can do. Wayne's just done a 59.1. Where's that put him up? Wayne's just done a nice lap as well. That's put him 5th. But what can Chris do? Silverstar's gone faster again, done a 59.0. Cemented his 3rd place. We're just coming up now. This will be a spectacular lap if Mr. Pengelly can put this on pole. Oh, he's not purple anymore. Can he make it up in the last 2 corners? He only got one flying lap to chase pole down. Let's see. Round the last corner we go. This is where the understeer of the hards will pay. Let's see what Chris can do. Chris Rains goes even faster. Does a 57.9. Chris does a 58.6. So he's only 6/10 off pole on hard. So a mighty effort. Let's see who's just anyone else coming across the line. Mika's just finished. Let's see who's that. So no one else improved. So we have Chris Rains on pole. That was fun. Chris Rains on pole by just under 6/10 on his softs. From Alex. second on his softs as well. Then Chris, Herculean effort to get hards. 1 lap on hards. Impressive. 6 tenths off pole on the hards. Then Jack, superb performance on softs. 2nd off pole. Then Mike on mediums. A very nice lap on mediums. 2nd off pole on mediums. That's impressive. Then Wayne on his softs. Oh, there we go. That was it. Right. Let's get the result. I'll take a few copies just in case I do have to make a last minute change. Right, so Chris Rains is on pole with 57.9. Then we've got Alex 2nd, as we said. This was GP 3rd. Silverstar, very good 4th. Mike 5th, just fractionally behind him. And 6th is Wayne on the 59.1. Then James on the 59.2. You see how close it is. 8th is Bazza on the 59.4. Pat is 9th on 59.9. So you see 9th down to up to 1st is less than 2 seconds. Then Mika a 2-minute 1, and then Koi 2-minute 0.1, then Koi 2-minute 1.1. Right, that is our grid. Oh, P brake. Right, let's just get him to say he went back. It's an hour, so we'll let him have that. He's probably extremely excited about getting 4th on the grid. Right, so we've got an hour race. There'll be different strategies, we know, so it'll be interesting to see who does what. Let's just make sure. Oh, can I change the settings? Right, make sure everything is right. Honestly, these drivers. Right, hopefully this background music doesn't mean that we're going to get background music for the whole race, because that would be frustrating. Right, so 1 hour around Watkins Glen. Let's have a quick rundown of the championship order. So currently our championship leader, Big Dan, he's not here tonight. So I would expect there to be a championship change at the top. Chris Rains is 2nd. So Dan's on 98 points. 2nd is Chris Rains, he's on 84. Hotly followed by Alex on 80. And Pat is currently 4th with 71, which is outstanding. Bad to say in the chat, watch for track limits, Joshua. You're this evening's marshal. Yep. And as we all know, Joshua doesn't miss anything, so best behaviour. If I see anyone gratuitously doing it, I'll call them out in chat. Alright, where were we? So Pat is 4th. Wayne is 5th on 68. Koi is 6th on 64. Little's GP is 7th on 63, but obviously he's only done 1 round. Logic Racing, Dan, he's on 61. He's not here tonight. Bazza's on 9th on 60. James is 10th, 47. Jack is on 41. Mike is 12th on 37, but he's only done 1 race of the 2. And then Mika is 13th on 19 points, again missing 1 round. Right, let's get going, otherwise we're here forever. Let's see if Chris is back. I think this lot will be used to longer. Pat saying, chat, I think I only got 120 points all season. It's not doing so bad so far. No, you're doing well. 4th place. It's epic. Alright, you guys are all on chat. Someone ping me when Chris Rains is back. Obviously starting on pole. He's a bit nervous. Alright. What else can we say? Liveries. Do you want to know about who's winning the livery championship? We've got a separate championship for liveries as well. So if you're watching, and you can, feel free to post in the comments which liveries you like. I am the judge, but I will not be influenced, of course, by popular opinion. Pat is currently leading the livery championship. He's won both rounds so far. He is good. Okay, all right, let's get going. And then Dan and Buzzer are both equal second in the livery championship. So we'll see how that unfolds. It's worth doing liveries, because if you get a win, you get 3 extra points. Win all 7, he also has 21 points, which is equivalent to a sprint race win, so it's well worth it. Right, here we go. 60 minutes around Watkins Glen. Let's get going. Alright, hopefully there's 8 people watching, and hopefully a lot of them are drivers, so take it easy into the bus stop with lap 1. Let's get going. Round 3 of season's 11 DTCC to MX5 Cup. It'll be a rolling start tonight. There's Chris, our pole man. And the Bumblebee. Right, Chris is on mediums. That's a quick rundown. Alex is starting soft, going aggressive. Little's GP is on hards. Little's GP, you cannot go on hards. Alright, we're going to have to exit this. Little's GP, you on hards. You cannot be on hards. You qualified on hards. Can someone who's listening please tell him that he's on the wrong tyres? Alright. Alright, hopefully it will set the grid as we were. I have to edit the settings now. Chris Pengelly, do I put him to the back? What do we think? Yeah, I think that is too. I don't have any rules for that. Let's make sure everything's set up. Right, you must be different tyres to what you qualified on. Right, everyone enter. Alright, I'm gonna have to redo the order. Alright, Koi, if you're listening, which I'm sure you are, that would be, I didn't save it, but I've got the, yeah, I should have saved the replay. That's a shame. I should have saved the replay, see if there's any. We'll do a post-race assessment of that one, Koi. Alright. Just well, I saved the grid, wasn't it? Right, I shall just go into the app and download the pictures. This is easy, I don't have to think backwards. Right, so Chris Rains is on pole, Alex is second, lead GP is third, Silver Star is fourth, fifth was Mike, sixth was Wayne, seventh was Superman, eighth was Bazza, the quote was last. Pat. Alright, that should be it. Alright, there could be... Oh, you've got replay saved. Thank you, Pat. We will take a look post-race to see who was on the wrong tyres. Could be a 10-minute penalty coming from Pengelly. Right. Let's get everyone going again. Make sure everyone's on the right tyres that they should be. Let's try again. Let's just make sure everything is correct. That's good. Thanks, Pat. Alright, here we go. Right, second time lucky. Alright, cool. If you could share that, Pat, that'd be awesome. Right, here we go. Second time. Let's see. Hopefully everyone's got the right tyres on this time. Chris has got mediums. Alex is on mediums. Right, so Alex was also wrong. This was GP's on mediums. Silverstars on the hards. Mike's on the softs. Wayne's on mediums. Superman's on mediums. Baz is on mediums. Pat's on mediums. Vicky's on softs. Corey's on softs. Right, here we go then. Everyone looks good. Chris leads us away. 60 minutes of Watkins Glen. So into the first corner. It's going to be a lovely draft up the hill. Chris gets into the first corner and he's away, followed by Alex on his tail, Chris on his mediums, Silver Star, and we also already got Mike with Wayne behind him. Let's hopefully they're all going to take it easy up the hill into the bus stop. So here comes Chris in his Bumblebee. Let's just move the keyboard out of the way so I've got better access to my keyboard. That's a pretty rubbish view, but let's see as we go into the bus stop for the first time. Chris leads us away as we go filter through anything going on here. No, I think everyone's been nicely well behaved. Very good. So Chris has got a bit of a gap, but got a good run through the bus stop. And Alex has now got our top point scorer per round right on his tail. Is Chris going to make a move as we go into turn 6? It looks like he has. Chris is through. Already moving up on his mediums. A bit further down, how we're looking. The Silver Stars go away nicely. Oh, we got a squabble now as we get 4 abreast as we come into the right hand of the bottom of the hill. I'm going to get my track map back up again. Let's see what's going on here. Coy's got a great start to 8th. Look at that. He was last on the greens up to 8th. Superstar from him. Let's just see if there's any more squabbling as we go up the hill. Oh, it's a bit late there. Look at this. We've got some cracking racing going in the back, and let's go to the front then. Chris R has got a little bit of a gap though. He's opened up already. It's a second. We're 1.2 up, and then we've got some squabbling going on behind us. The Silver Star is under attack from Mike. Silver Star's on his hard, so Mike is going to make a move. Oh, that was close. Let's go on board with Mike. We're right behind the Lucasade. So Mike's on his softs. We've got that. There's someone beside us, and that's Wayne is saying hello as we go down into turn 1. Is Wayne going to pull off another of his nice overtakes? Mike's on softs. He's got decent tyres. Wayne thinks better of it. Oh, they're so close, but Mike runs a little bit wide. Look at this. This is what Superman. Let's go on board with Superman as we go up the hill. We've got Coy a bit further back, and someone looked like it was a little bit slow, but no. So Superman's looking around to see if we can get a decent view, because here we go into the bus stop. What could go wrong? There's only 4 drivers coming into the bus stop together. It looks like Wayne's going to make a move down the inside. He does it as well. Nicely done from Wayne. Then goes very wide, very wide. Ah, such a shame. He made a great move and he's gone all the way back down to 11. So unlucky for Wayne. Let's have a quick look what's going on ahead. Chris R still got his second lead and they're breaking away now from Alex. So the top 2 are Chris is on. They're all on mediums. And it looks like the 2 Chris's are breaking away a bit. Well, that sounded a bit squirrely. It was a bit squirrely. Look at this. That's given Little's GP a very good run. And it looks like he's going to get him. Up the hill we go to the hill. Turn 8. Looks like Chris got the car a little bit sideways, which is very easily done. He's not going to give this one the back though. Look, he's right on the tail of the pink MX5. Both on mediums. Is Chris going to pull away? That's the question. Alex is a bit further back. And then we've got this battle going on between Mike and Silverstar. Mike has now got past Silverstar. And we've got a battle in the background as well. What's going on here? This is Mika and Baz are in a bit of a battle. And Wayne trying to charge his way back. He's on mediums. He's already got past Mika. Oh, Pat really took a chunk of the wall out again. That's given Bazza a nice easy pass. So into lap 3 we go already, 4 minutes in. This was GP, he's just set the fastest lap. He's on mediums, which I think is probably the choice tyre to start with. Pulling away from Chris. So it's a different mentality, this one. An hour-long race, it's not the short sprints, not even the 30-minute ones. You'll settle in, get into a rhythm. But we got a battle going on. It looks like Silverstar is going to have another go at Mike into the bus stop. That's a brave plate to pass, but Silverstar's done it. Very nice. I'm going to rewind that. Let's have a quick watch of that one again. There we go. Set him up. We're going to the bus stop. Mike, he's a very fair driver. Didn't try and block him. Very nicely done. On the hards as well. Oh, don't do that. Thank you. Oh, but who's that? Oh, someone's gone wide. Who was that? That was James, I think. James has gone off down to 7th. Baz is going to get another place. He does. Baz is up to 7th now. What's James on? James is on mediums as well. What's he trying to get those tyres warm? Had a good start. Down to 7th he goes. Let's have a look. Just see what's going on up front. So Chris has now got 1.4 second advantage. Are we already thinking win number 2? Let's see. He's purple. Only 4 attempts up. Chris is chasing him. Could it be between these 2 for the championship? Chris Pengelly's already missed a round, so he can't afford to miss any more. And then we got a battle going on. So Mike and Silverstar having a fantastic scrap. Silverstar on his hards has got past Mike on his softs, and now Mike's going back. Is he going to make a move into turn 1? You think Mike can break a little bit later on those softs? Yes, he does. He's got a bit of a gap jack behind us, so he can afford to settle in and get a run up the hill. Up we're going to the bus stop. Let's see what's going on behind. And Koya's had a fantastic start, but he's on his softs, you can see already. So we're, on to lap 4, his softs are already starting to wilt a bit. And then we've got a battle behind us. Who's this? This is Wayne on Superman. Is Wayne going to try again? He did it once before. I think he's got it done. Can he get it stopped this time? Yes, he can. He's on mediums as well, so we'll watch out for Wayne recovering. He went down to 11th. He's already up to 8th, and then Pat is looking having a go at Superman. How's Mika doing? Mika's down to 11th on the softs. She's probably treating them as chewing gum. Just get rid of them early. Right, up at the front. Chris has now got a 2.5 second lead. Just now 57 flat. Pulling out from Chris Rains, who's a 58.4. 1.4 faster. How's Alex doing? 58.5 for Alex. So he's starting to get those tyres warm and he's starting to get going. We'll keep an eye on the tyre wear. Right, Mike, look at this battle here. Mike's got a little bit of weight. Managed to broken the toe a little bit from Jack, who's got Silver Star, and Bazza, all right behind him. That like a Koi going a bit wide, which is easily done, and Bazza's going to get him into turn 10. He does indeed. Bazza's up to 6th. Moving up nicely. Koi's tyres probably going to start dropping off. I love this game. You get this annoying, please refuel as soon as you use a replay. Right, Wayne recovering in 7th, then 8th. It's just done his PB at 59.3. That's just over 2 seconds off the, actually 3 seconds, no, 2 seconds off the pace of the guys behind. Whoa, Pat really running wide. Mika just hanging in there, just getting rid of those softs. Ironically, actually, with these cars, with these physics, the softs are actually probably the worst tyre of the 3. So Chris doing 57s now. Look at this, that's consistent. Now 3.3 up. So we're walking apart for Chris maybe. Let's see if Chris Rains can do something about it. He's pulling away a bit. Alex did a 59.1. Chris has done a 58.4. So 7 tenths off. Then Mike, his softs are starting to go. Look at this battle here. This is where we're seeing the interesting thing with these tyres now. Mike's now 5 laps in on his softs. His left front is already half done. And I think we're starting to see that the hards, would you believe it? And then we got battle here, Koi on Bazza. Oh, Koi puts it down the inside. Look at them giving each other room though. Very nice to see. I think Koi's going to get a run. Let's go on board with Koi. There's Bazza. Here we're going to go into turn 8, the hill, where we're going to make a lunge. His softs are looking pretty knackered, but he's hanging on, Koi. What have we got behind us? We've got Wayne trying to close us down behind us. So this is a cracking battle for 4th, 5th and 6th. Mike's tyres are starting to go, so saying we've got this interest in that, look at this, it's fantastic. That there's a distinct crossover between all the tyres now, and the hards after a few laps are quicker than the. Whoa! Bazza was properly sideways. I think Mike, unfortunately, he was indicating, probably caught Bazza out a little bit there. Let's just go back, see what happened there. I think he caught Bazza out. Yeah, we didn't go back. I don't know if I can go back further. Never mind. He caught Bazza out, unfortunately. Bazza got totally sideways, so that's allowed James to get past. Mike's gone into the pits, got rid of those softs. It'll be interesting to see what he comes out on. Oh, he's out on mediums, right, he's doing his medium run. Right, Silverstar is under attack. No, he's not, because Wayne and Koi are fighting into the bus stop. Koi does it. Oh, got a yellow flag. Who's that for? Oh, it's Alex. Alex has spun through the bus stop. First victim of the bus stop, I think. That's going to give Silverstar some real hope. So yeah, you can see Alex has come a cropper through the bus stop. So we've got Silverstar on his hards with Koi, who's doing a brilliant job on those softs. I reckon he will be in this lap though. And Wayne is recovering on his mediums, probably kicking himself a little bit for that epic attempt at the pass. But then dropped him down the bottom of the field. And then we've got behind us, who we've got here? We've got Pat and Bazza. Bazza's on mediums. He was unlucky there. I think Mike pitting caught him out. He just got so sideways, he almost hit the pit wall. But it's a long race. We're only 10 minutes into it. There's Mika now, still going on softs. Interesting. Right, Mike's on mediums. Let's see what he can do. Mike, if you're listening, you still got your indicator on. Right, to the front. Looks like the gap has stabilised a bit. Chris is doing 57.9s, 58.5. So Chris is still pulling away, but not quite as quickly as he was. Tyres are looking slightly worse to wear. Alex does a 2:07, so he lost 8 seconds in that spin. He's now got Jack, who's going to go the long route. Right, Koi's in. Did well on those softs. From 11th on the grid, up to what, 5th, 6th at the end? Oh, I like his fake air vents on the top of the front wheels. Put some fuel in. Oh, is he filling up? Interesting. Coy has decided to fill the car up. That could make the handling a bit interesting. Okay. Let's see what comes of that. So Mika's, so Coy and Mika are going to be very close. Coy comes out of mediums. Be interesting to see what the handling of these cars are like. Oh no, Coy's got a 3-second penalty. He obviously cut the line going in. I can hear him swearing at me on the chat already. Right, so Mika's right on his tail. Coy's going to hit the penalty line, which I think is about 3/4 way around the lap. Let's see what he does. Is Mika going to attack? We're both on mediums. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Right. Oh, what happened there? Was that just typical MX5 squeal? Right, let's have a look. So Chris is steadily pulling away. He's now 4.8 up. His mediums are starting to get half done. Chris is still keeping him in sight. Alex is in third. Silverstar on those hards is doing a grand job. It does show. I'm really surprised they filled up. So we're a quarter of the race way in, and so you're using about a quarter of a tank. So well, I think Coy has potentially overfilled that, but we'll see. Right, Jack's doing a great job in fourth. Baz is still going in fifth, and he's got Pat right behind him. So what's happened to Wayne? Oh, Wayne's had a drama as well. He did a 211, so he's obviously had a spin somewhere. So was Superman, so it looks like Wayne and James have had sympathy spins. Right, Mike has just done his PB. So that shows you the tyres. Mike was on softs and did a 59.7 on his soft. He's just straight away on lower fuel done a 59.4. Someone please tell Mike on chat. His indicator's still going. Right, Mika has cleared Coy. I wonder what happened there. Oh, that was Coy's penalty. So that's his penalty serve. So let's get his head down. Oh, Mika's done alright out of that as well. I wonder if Coy had a little drama somewhere. I think that's just the fueling. Right, to the front we go. Slowly increasing his lead by roughly 7 or 8 tenths a second per lap. Chris is now in a comfortable second. Long way to go yet though. Alex is in third, under no real pressure at the moment. But Jack is doing a mighty job on his hards. Fourth place. Well, Pat is now up to fifth on his mediums. Keeping it clean, you see that? There's no mistakes in there. That's what the key is in endurance racing. Right, Superman is in sixth, he's on his mediums, but Bazza's catching him. Oh no! James has gone on the curb. That's going to give Wayne the chance to go past. Does indeed, and I think that might give Mike a chance as well. Don't forget Mike has stopped. These cars can be a bit of a handful. Is he going to make a move into the last corner? Oh, that is... Whoa! Well done for getting that stopped. This pit lane is very dodgy. Well done, Mike. Went down the inside of someone who was... Let's go watch that again. Who was going into the pit lane. Here we go. So he tries to make a move down the inside. James is thinking, I want to go in the pits. Look at that epic slide from Mike. Well done. Well held. Right, so Mike's up to 8th. Let's see what Superman does fuel-wise. Got a bit of bodywork damage. I'll get repaired. Another one who's filling up. Interesting. I wonder if the drivers are so used to having full tanks that they're not... We'll see. Okay. I think everyone's putting too much fuel in there, unless they're just not going to fuel for the end of the race. Right, Chris is leading still, 6 seconds up. Let's see what else we can see. Right, Alex is still in third. Jack is doing a good job on his hards on fourth, as we said. Pat is hanging on to him though. 201 fours. Pat is half a second quicker. Mediums are starting to go now. So what's that? Mediums probably will do 25 minutes, I would say. Right, that's Mazda. He's in 6th, hasn't stopped yet. He's had a drama as well. So yeah, you can see the key of endurance racing is keeping on the track. Mike is up to 7th. He's got Wayne behind him. So Mike has stopped. He's the first of the stoppers. I wonder his lap time. So he's doing it at 2 minutes 7s. Oh, that's pushing it. He's doing 2 minutes 7s. Chris Rains is 59s. Okay, so Chris is pulling away. So we haven't got the overlap yet. The warm mediums are still doing pretty decent lap times. They are dropping off. See, Chris Pengelly is now 1.2 off his fastest. See if this is a slow burner, this one. There's Alex. He's now 17 seconds off, but he's pulling away from Jack. So Jack has used his hards, which are a pretty good race tyre. But what I imagine Jack's going to do is he's going to go long as he can on these. He's starting to tail off a little bit, but he's doing alright. 201s. So is Pat. What's Bazza doing? Bazza's back in the 2 minutes, so compare that. So Bazza's the second lap faster than Pat. Let's see if he can keep that up. Right, what's going on here? So Mike is now dropped Wayne, as you kind of would expect. Wayne's got tyres that have been on since the start. Mike's are fresh. Wayne's starting to get these groove going now. As we know, he tends to treat qualifying as practice. So Wayne always gets better as the night goes on. He's had a really good start to the championship. Where is he in the championship again? So Wayne's in 5th, which I think is one of his best ever starts. Right, let's put that there. Alright, let's see what else is going on. Can I get that and that together? Obviously not. No, I can't. All I can do is a pop out. There we go. Let's do that. Right. Oh, wait, that's huge. Right. At the front then, 6.6 up. So the tyres are starting to go. Chris is done on 58.8. And you can see his left front is starting to look a little sorry. So what's he done? 20 minutes. Now we know the hards are good tyres. I think for the first time, for the first time, Chris Rains has matched Chris Pengelly, but Chris is now only 6/10 off his fastest. So I wager this is going to be a low 58. What's Chris Rains doing? He's only 7 seconds behind. That's an off at the bus stop, and he's back he's into the lead again. Alex has dropped off 59.8, so he's comfortable. Silver Star, what's he doing? Pat's done a 2 minutes 6. So again, he's closing a little bit on Jack, but this is a good lap from Jack. He's going to run that fuel. You can see the half a tank will do you half a race. So I'm still a bit mystified why Coy stuck entire tank in, but let's see. You can probably find the handling's not quite so good on that one. Right, where's James? James is on his hards now. He's stopped. But he's on his hards. He's only 3 temps down, but obviously that's the first sector. Okay, those hards warm, and that's a good tyre. So we'll see how he can do. Right, we've got any battles going on. GP just did a 58.2 as we suspected. It was a low 58. That was a second quicker than Chris. So that's me getting slightly excited that Chris was starting to eke in a bit. Fuel light flashing. So fuel will do, it's about like 25 24, 25 minutes if you're absolutely ragging it, which they can do because you can put fuel in. Oh, I can see Pengelly's still pushing. Slow him down at all. Up the hill we go. Let's bring the track back up again. Right, out of turn 9 we go. Let's see, so yeah, 1.4 down. When is he going to pit? Probably in the next lap, I would say. Yep, not coming in yet. What about Chris Rains? No, he's not in either, so they'll both do 1 lap. That nice slide, setting it up. A little Scandi flick almost. So only 7.5 off the lead. Half hour. Well, 36 minutes remaining, so they'll do 1 more lap. Let's have a look. So I imagine Alex will as well. Yep, so they're going to run the mediums till they're dead. Silverstar is 36 seconds off the lead, but he's doing a really good job on those hards, and he's going to do probably maybe 2 more laps. Well, his pace is dropping. Pat's had a good start as well, and his fuel's looking good, but he's decided to come in now. So a really good first in from Pat. Baz is still going. So the mediums will probably do, 13 laps by the looks of it. And Baz is still only 7/10 off his quickest, so Baz is getting some good lap times now. Alright, what we got here? So we've got Mike, who's up to 6 now. He's jumping Pat. He's got Wayne right behind him. Wayne's another one who's going to go as long as he can on the mediums. There's Pat. Pat is out, and he's put 2/3 of a tank in. There's Mika. So Mika's not going to be far behind Pat. Pat's just going over the line now. And Coy as well. Coy, Pat and Mika are going to be close. Pat's on his hards. Mika is on nicely warmed up mediums. Now I think we're going to see, can Pat hang on to 8th as we go up the hill? Mika's got the run, and she's got fresh, warm mediums, whereas Pat is on cold hards. The sun is starting to come up now. Are we going to make a move as we go into the bus stop? This is going to be tight. Can Mika do it though? I imagine, yeah, nice move. Very nice move. Can you hang on to it? Yeah. Look how close that was. Pat's right behind. A PD shuffle from Pat. Is he going to make a move now? Mika defends the inside as we go into turn 6. I think she's going to have a few laps rest by whilst Pat gets his tyres warmed up. Right, the 2 leaders are in. Let's see what these guys do. So, again, Chris Pengelly's put a lot of fuel in. A lot of fuel. I was really surprised they're filling up. I wonder if they're, yeah, okay. What do I know? They both put max fuel in. Half a tank does half a race, so I think people are kind of getting sucked into, usually put full tanks in, whereas the fuel usage in these cars is so low you don't need to. Right, let's see what's going on. Whoa, Wayne, a huge spin. Very nicely done though, in terms of holding it, showing off his rally skills there. Let's watch that again. Round we go. Oh, just gets off onto the dirt. And around we go. Look at that. What a beautiful save that was. Very nicely done, Wayne. Sorry I called it, but that was an epic save. Right, so Mike has jumped Chris. Mike Ross is now, he's gone, Mike, so yeah, see Mike Shortfield He's done his soft, so he's obviously decided he's going to do a long stint on the hards, which is interesting. So he's basically done, where did he stop? He stopped on lap 6. So he's doing really short stints actually. I'm surprised he wouldn't do longer on the mediums. So he's going to run 30 or so minutes on the hards. So it'll be interesting how much fuel he puts in. I'll imagine he put half a tank. Right, Alex is in, current leader now. His left front is dead. Now, what will he put in? See, I think you only need about, well, just over half a tank to get you to the end. So if Alex only puts half a tank in, he's going to gain quite a lot of time. Let's see how much he puts in. Because we've done 28 minutes on half a tank, and he's away. There we go. So Alex has short filled massively compared to people around him. Chris R is just coming into turn 1. Now it's quite a long pit exit on this one. You get quite excited when it reaches you out of the box. Then you realise you've got 4 miles to go before you get to the pit exit. Right, so Alex is on his hards. What's Silver Star on? Hope that's wrong. I think he's on his mediums. Right, so Jack's in the game. Mika's now up to 6th. Half a tank of fuel. Playing a long game here and has gone up to 6th with the same amount of fuel left as Alex. Chris has got a full tank. Mike's up to 2nd now. He will come in, and Chris Pengelly's got a full tank. 10 seconds up on Chris. So we'll see what happens here, but you can see Alex is now, he's gained probably, well, we'll see what the outlaw's like. He's gained probably 6 or 7 seconds on Chris R by only taking half a tank of fuel. So it'll be interesting to see what the drivers say after the race. I think everyone's so used to filling the tank up, they've kind of forgotten they started with half a tank. Right, shall we have a rundown? Let's see how we're going. We're halfway into the race. So, Little's GP, he's leading, done 1 stop. He's on his hards now. 2nd is Mike, offset strategy. This is why you like the endurance racing. So he's 2nd, but he will be coming into the pits now. You can turn your indicators on now, Mike. In he comes. He's done softs, he's done mediums. Nicely done. So we expect to put hards on for the remaining half of the race. Alex is on hards now. 22 seconds off the lead. Loving life in VR. Right, so he did a 2 minute 37 on his outlap. Chris did 2:47, so Alex was 10 seconds quicker on his outlap, which just goes to show putting half a tank of fuel in. Now, if Chris had done that, he'd be right behind the leader. So the top 3 all on hards. Silver Star done his hards. He's got half a tank of fuel left, and he's on mediums. Let's see if he can chase down Alex. Yeah, he did 2:35 versus 2:37. So Jack gained nearly 2 seconds on his outlap. Jack's having a screamer of a race here. Didn't enjoy Laguna Seca, but he's loving it. Mika is now up to 5th. And that's a net 5th too, because Mika's got enough fuel to last the rest of the race. But we'll put the hards on at some point, but no fuel required, just straight into the pits, tyres and out again. Great race for Mika so far. So Pat's chasing down. I should make a note who did what. Pat's on his hards. I think he's got softs to go. So they're having a straight race because I think they've got 1 more stop to go. Wayne after his epic save at turn 1. He's now on softs. And he did a 2 minute 30 in outlap. That's very quick. Let's see what he can do. He's on for a PB so far. He's on low fuel and soft, so he should be quick. Mazda, he's in 8th. He's now on hards. Got lots of fuel. Not easy, mate, to the end. And we got Mike, who's now on his final stint. He's filled up as well. So another one I think has been sucked in to fill it up. It's a bit wide out of turn 8, the hill. He's now on his last stint. So a stop, what do we reckon? A stop is worth about 40-ish seconds, maybe more. Depends how much fuel they put in. Let's have a look. Right, Wayne's just done a 58.6, so he's fastest lap of the race by some way. He's got those softs working. What can he do from there? He's 9 seconds behind Pat. And then we've got Superman. After a few adventures, he's on these hards, doing he's only a second off his fastest as well. So shows you how good these hards are once you get warmed up. Then Coy, he's also on to his last stint. So we'll see how this shakes out. Little's GP, he's just done a 59.0, which is 2 seconds off his fastest. So that shows you the hard effect, but they will get quicker. Let's see how he is on this next split. 30 seconds, so he's comfortable. Yeah, he's going to be into the 58s in these hards. Now they're warm. Comfortable drive, as long as he doesn't make any mistakes, as if Chris makes a mistake. Let's see what he does lap time wise. 58.2, 1.2 off his fastest. Hards are working well on the pink MX5. Chris Rains in second, comfortable. Wow. So yeah, he's a second slower. No, he's 2 seconds slower on that lap. Chris Bengay really getting his hards to work. Let's see what Alex does. Yeah, look at that. Chris is on a league of his own. 2 seconds up on second and third, who are both pretty much equal. Now Jack has just done 59.9, which is 4 tenths quicker than Alex. He's 7.5 seconds behind. Let's keep an eye on that, because he's set for the end as well. Mika up in 5th in the JTR. Is it JTR? Oh yeah, JTR Marlborough looking like livery. It looks great. Doing a great job. So Mika's going to do one more stop, which is probably going to be about 30-ish seconds. Where would Mika come out? So 41. Probably around James. Mike's going to gain 30 seconds. What's he doing? A 2:01.1. He's probably going to get up to about Jack. But Jack's not stopping, we know that. So yeah, Mike will come out in there 5th probably somewhere. What's Wayne doing? Wayne's done 58.1 now, so he's getting some real pace out of those softs now. He's going to have to do another stop. He won't go the softs to the end. You see he's only a second off fastest lap now. He's ahead of Pat. Pat's on his hards. Pat's going to the end. What's Bazza doing? Bazza's been hunted down by Mike, who's got James behind him. We've got Mike in 9th. Superman in 10th, chasing him down. Superman's going to the end as well. So yeah, it's all change here, and so is Coy. So Chris is now 16 seconds up. So yeah, look at that. He's almost 2 seconds of that quicker on his hards. He's really getting those hards to work. Right, Mika is in. Splash and over the splash and dash. Quick tyre change and out. Didn't touch the fuel. Figures it's quicker to put a lot of fuel in once than it is to put two smaller amounts in twice. Right, Bazza's cleared, so Bazza's up to 7th. He's set fair for the rest of the race, and we've got, look at that, Mike is clearing Mika. Yes, he does. So, view from Mika, we got, can't really see, there is James in the background as we go up the hill. Mika's on the hards. Mike's on the hards. So you can see the difference in the fuel. When you put in a little bit of fuel, and Mika's racing Mike. We'll see how this shakes out. Mika's having another one who's having a cracking race as well. Liking those MX5s. So these guys are all pretty close. So, whoa! Let's go back in car and catch that one. That was a cracking slide. Here we go, on board with Coy as we go into the bus stop. You got to get the braking done in a straight line. Don't hit the curb, otherwise it does that. Nicely held. Right, 17 seconds clear now. Comfortable lead. Chris and look at that. Chris and Alex are trading times. Alex having that unfortunate spin at the bus stop. This would be a great battle for second. Jack, I see he's 59.7. He's catching, but he's not catching quick enough, I don't think. But still 20 minutes to go, so we're only 2/3 of the way through the race. Wayne's up to 5th. Tyres starting to go, so he's going to be in the pits fairly soon. That's going to promote Pat up to 6th. Now I'm not sure if Pat's got another stop to go. Baz is in 7th. He isn't stopping. Mike is chasing him down. Mike has got Mika all over the back of him. So Mika did a 2-minute 22 for a stop. So it goes to show that just putting tyres on, the stops actually are really quick. Only 20 seconds. Less than 20 seconds. So Mika's gained a lot of time by short filling, well, not touching the fuel this pit stop. And is now all over Mike, who I think is suffering from a heavy car. Look how much fuel he's got. Yeah, that car is twitchy. And we've got James catching up, who's got a similar amount of fuel, although his tyres are looking pretty heavily done for hards. This is why when I set the settings up, that I put all the cars on half tanks, because when they're full, with these little wheelbases, you get and the fuel tank at the back, you get a big pendulum effect. And I think we're seeing that with Mike now, that the back continually wants to overtake the front. It's like, what can James do? Can he get past Mike, who was looking really good at the start? He was up to 4th, I think. I think he's now suffering from having a heavy car. Same with Coy. Let's go from the back. Mike's car. Let's go for the top of the roll bar. There we are. Let's looking back at Superman. Superman thinking, oh, so I've got someone to race here. 18 minutes to go, so we're still probably another 10 laps. Up the hill. Oh, James, be careful your track limits. Always caught you in qualifying as well. Alright, let's go. In car. From the passenger side, we've got Mika just going up the hill. Now Mark 1 Roadster MX5s through the very tricky bus stop. You can see Mike's really suffering on his heavy fuel tank. James has got a real chance here of nabbing 9th. Mika's not far ahead as well. How's Mazda doing? There he is. So yeah, 7th, 8th and 9th, 10th, all pretty close. And I think they're all going to the end. How's Pat doing? Pat, I think he's going to the end as well. So he's in net 6th. Wayne is going to stop. His tyres are going to be done. He's going to put, I think, a very short stint on hards. Go to the end, but he's probably going to drop back down again. But mind you, so if he doesn't put fuel in, he's going to have to put a little bit. He's probably going to drop into this squabble for 8th, 9th and 10th. Mika comes up the hill, and we've got Mike, who's dropped a little bit away. Well, sorry, he's dropped Superman a little bit. What's Coy doing? Coy's still there as well. He's not too far behind. Alright, let's see up the front. Oh, right, let's see what Chris is leading. Well, let's come back to him. Let's see when Wayne comes out. Here comes Mika. Cross the line. Baz has gone through turn 1. Where is Wayne? Here he comes. He still is rolling. Put a little bit of fuel in, so he's going to come out in 10th. Just in front of Coy. See that gap rapidly disappearing. Down to 4 seconds or so. Probably 3 atomic stabilizers. Wayne's on hards. A good chunk of fuel. Again, I think that's probably too much fuel as well. Alright, let's see if there's a battle there. Alright, to the front we go. Chris now, 20 seconds up. Still in the 58s. There's Chris Rains. He's in the 59s. Look at this. Alex and Chris are matching each other. Almost to the 10th. That's got a bit sideways. So Jack is slowly catching. 59 now. He's catching on average. And he's to the end as well. Those tyres are going to get him to the end, I think. Where's this pace come from Jack? This is, I think, one of the best races we've seen in DTCC from Jack. Just under 20 dead. 2 turns quicker than Alex, so he's gaining. Not by enough to catch, but Alex will start feeling a little bit of pressure that Jack is definitely coming. And he takes a little slip from Alex and Pat is through. Pat is still doing a great job in 5th. I can't remember if he... I'm sure he qualified... I don't know, he qualified the mediums, didn't he? So... we'll see. We'll see if Pat needs to come in or not. Baza, there he is, he's in 6th. He's got a pretty heavy car. Mika is in 5th, but has got Mike right behind as we go up the hill through the S's. Here we go into the tow. These cars do give a good tow. As we said at Daytona, the aerodynamics are so shocking. You get a tow from about 4 miles behind. Right, is Mike going to have a look as we go to the bus stop? Be brave there. Both on hards. I think Mike's maybe, he's got used to the car now. James has dropped off a little bit with James is 3 seconds behind. Mika got fresh hard, so should be fine. Not that far behind Baz either. I think he's gone a bit wide. There's Bazza as well, so we've got 6th place in our sights. Mika's starting to make a few little mistakes on those hards. It takes them a little while to get the tyre temp up and the grip from them. Once you do, they're pretty good. Keep an eye on that. What's going on here? Wayne and Coy are close. Wayne's on hards, so is Coy. 2:14. So Wayne did a. So you can see that Wayne put fuel in, cost him 10 seconds more than Mika. So it does punish you if you overfuel this one. Alright. There's the pink machine, still clear, still lapping in the mid 58s like clockwork. Second faster than Chris, who is lapping to the 10th, the same as Alex. So it seems that if you wear a VR headset, you have to do 59 7s and 8s. Very consistent from Chris. And Alex as well. He's managed to pull away a little bit there. Jack has just dropped into the 2 minutes now. I wonder if his tyres are starting to go a bit. He's got a lovely, healthy lead from Pat. Assuming he doesn't have to stop again, Jack. That's a pretty safe fourth. Pat throwing up the grass. Oh, don't know if that's net code, but I look pretty sideways to me. Mazda's hard to go in now as well, but he's got easily enough fuel to get him home. What did he do? He did a 2 minute 1.4. Mika did a 2 minute 0.7. Which is the same as Mike, so I think it's 6th, 7th and 8th we're going to get together as we get to the end of the last 10 minutes of this race. James is a little bit off the back. Wayne's had some adventures. Fast. Probably the save of the season so far. But it's down in 10th. And then Wayne, Coy in 11th. What's Coy in the championship? Coy is 6th currently, and Wayne is 5th. So there's 4 points between these two. If I check the regs, which I should know because I wrote them. Where are we? 10th to 11th. There's 3 points in it. So if Coy gets Wayne, he gets to within 1 point in the championship. So all to play for here. Chris goes in to the toe. We'll do a lap with oh no, right, Jack's in and out. Okay, he did have to stop again. Now he's going to do a run on his softs. So we know the guys in front do not have to stop. Jack's decided to do a last 10 minute stint, so that is, I think that's spot on from Jack. Hards, mediums and softs, and he's going to have the best of the softs with low fuel. Now he's not going to gain 32 seconds, but that's, I think, a perfect strategy from Jack. Pat is right behind him, but Pat's on a pretty worn hard, so I'd be surprised if Pat could do anything about Jack. So Bazza, what's he done? He's still lapping pretty nicely on those hards. And while we've got Mike and Mike and Mika, we've missed, so Mike's got past. I wonder if we can catch that back. Was there anything there? No, we already missed it. So Mike has got past Mika. Chris, right, so actually Jack's got a chance here. If Chris so the top three have all got to stop, but they will be going on softs as well. So Jack's on his softs. We're going to get some firework lap times now, I'm sure. This was GP is going to be in the 55 probably. Right, so they don't have to put any fuel in, these two, because they got tons. Has Alex put fuel in? No, he hasn't. Right, Alex, I see what you did there. Right, he should have gained a chunk there on Chris. Has he? No, doesn't look like it. I was expecting to see him gain quite a lot there, because I think neither of them fueled, that's why. There you can see that Chris Rains has got half a tank of fuel to do 8 minutes. Right, Pat is in. As we thought, that releases Mika into 6th. And Baz is in as well. So Coy has come across the line. He doesn't have to stop. Where's Pat? Pat is just coming out of the pits. That's Wayne gone past. So Wayne's up to 7th. Pat is in 8th, so he did have to stop. Coy's got up to 9th, and Baz is out on softs. And here comes Superman on softs. So here we go. So the last 8 minutes are going to be exciting. Chris is in. He won't put any fuel in. He's going to do, what, 4 laps. last on softs. See if we can get fastest lap, voluntary consolidated. Chris is now just coming up to turn 9. Look at the difference in fuel. Right, Silverstar is now only 5.8 behind Alex, and about similar fuel. He's a minute off the lead, but he's only 20 seconds off second. Right, Mike has got himself up to 5th. He's on hards that are starting to age. Mika's is looking pretty good. But Mike was a second lap faster on that previous lap. Mika's up to 6th. This is a mega race for Mika. On the controller as well, MX5 around this track. That is an epic drive from Mika so far. Pat, right, so we got a squabble here. Pat is now on softs. Koi is on pretty worn hards. He's up to 8th though. Wayne's on hards as well. Bazza's on softs. So he's got in probably 3, maybe 4 laps. Let's see, he's going to be quick. I think it's going to be 3 laps from him. I think he might time out. He's 5 seconds behind Wayne. He's got to get into the 58s and 59s. Lovely drift there as he comes around turn 1. Oh, I like that. Let's go back and watch that. That was very nice. Here we go. On board with Bazza. His mate Dan will be proud of this one. Look at that. Lovely on the brakes. No opposite lock. Just sliding it through. Right, he's got to get after Wayne if he wants to have a crack at 8th, 9th and 10th. He's already doing well. And James is in 11th. So 24 seconds up. Chris is now on the tyres of choice for the last couple of laps. Yep, he's already pushing it. You can see by the track limit. So is Chris though. He's pretty much been equidistant the entire race after Alex's spin at the bus stop. 3 laps to go for these guys. There's a 58.0, his first flying lap. Let's see what Alex can do. A little bit slower, 58.5. Silverstar has just done a 58.4 and another 58.4. He's only 5.6 behind. He's slightly quicker. Mike, how's Mike doing? He still cannot shake Mika. Mika's looking at 5th here. I guess a bit wide. Look at these two go. Mika's got the run. It's going to be difficult to get into turn 1. It might be worth just trying to set up. Oh, is Mika going to try and go around the outside? Right, set up the hill. Here we go. Let's look at that. Marlboro McLaren-ish Mazda. As we go up the hill, can Mika have a go into the bus stop? As we go up the hill, is Mike going to defend on a little tap? Mike's defending inside. No way through, I don't think there. Oh, it's so close between these two. Let's go on board with me as we go through the bus stop. These two both quite happy to get their elbows out. Mika's fuel lights flashing, but I think that's okay. Can Mike hang on to 5th? He obviously missed the first round. Was 3rd in the second on the night. Sprints at Laguna Seca. Every driver gets to drop round, so he's had a good start. Mika's just dropped off a little bit there. Pat is doing a great job. He's just on his fastest lap, a 58.2. And Chris Bengelli's done a 56.3, as we would expect. I said you're getting the 55s, I bet you still can. Pat's lapping as quick as Chris in second. 58.0, 58.2 from Pat. Wayne isn't catching him, but he's on hard, so you wouldn't expect him to. Oh, Coy went very wide there. There you go. Come back, Coy. He's in 9th. He's on his hards. His hards are probably starting to give up the ghost. Bazza's now on his softs. Yeah, I think he's going to run out of time. He's 1.2 up on his fastest, but I don't think he's going to get. He's only going to have one more lap. Is Coy going to make 2 more laps? I think Coy, he might be saved by the bell here. Oh, it's going to be tight. No, he's not. So Coy is only going to get 1 more lap as well, I think. It's going to be super tight. He's got 2 minutes to go, and he's doing 2:03s. Bazza is going to get 1 more lap. He did 57.9. So look at that. He's into 57s now. He's 6 seconds a lap for ignoring track limits. I think he gave a little bit of a lift there, Bazza. Mind you, I think he went so wide he probably lost time. Yes, he did. He lost a chunk of time. I think that was his excitement. He thought I could see Coy and James is behind. So we've got 1 more lap to go. Here goes Chris across the line. 56.7. Let's see if we've got any other battles. So Chris is on a PB. He's comfortably clear now. Alex is in the 57s. Jack. Comfortable. Oh, here we go. So we got a scrap. I think we ought to watch these two. Look at this. I thought Mike was going to get clear. Mika is not giving up and has got a really good run as we go up the hill into the right-hander. Mike is giving Verbo. These two are having a fantastic scrap. Let's see what Mika. She did a switchback. Not on this section, I don't think, as we go up into turn 9, but she's going to try. Look at these two swapping positions. This is heroic. So Mike's tyres must be starting to fade. We'll keep an eye on Chris, but look at this battle over 5th. 1 more lap to go between the pair of them. Can Miko set it up the hill? I think Mike's struggling. He's got still a lot of fuel on. He's got half a tank. Whereas Mika is on fumes. Right, where's Chris? Chris is coming up to turn 8. Into turn 1 we go. Battle for 5th and 6th. Mika's going to have a nice run. Where's Chris? He's just coming up to turn 9 now. Let's just see if Mika can get a run on Mike as we go up the hill. Let's keep an eye on the pair of them. Chris is coming up into the penultimate turn. Oh, is Mika going to have a run into the bus stop? Doesn't look like she's going to be able to do it. Not this lap. Alright, go on to Chris. Oh, a brilliant drive from Chris. Took the lead pretty early on, has dominated the race. Well done, Chris. Gets his 2nd win. Fastest lap as well. Mega win from Chris. Alright, let's just see what's going on between these two. Fantastic race for them. Right, where's Chris? He's coming into the ultimate turn now. Let's just. Oh, Mike's gone wide. Mike's gone wide. Mika's gone through. Hopefully, there was nothing in that. So, Chris comes across the line. Brilliant 2nd from him. He'll be pleased with that. Well done. Kept his nose clean. Alex is going to come across in 3rd. Let's hope there was no. I'm sure there wasn't any incident. I think it was Mike just running wide. So Alex finishes on the podium. And a good first round. It's a cracking 3rd from him. Where's Silverstar? Silverstar's going to come in a brilliant 4th. He had a good first round, and he's coming up with a good 4th round, a 3rd round as well. Well done, Jack. Fantastic 4th. Right, Mika is going to come across the line in 5th. And Pat isn't far behind Mike either. So Mika gets, as long as we get around the last turn, fantastic 5th. One of the best ever races, I think, in DTCC. Probably the best ever road course. It's not an oval. Well done, Carly. Brilliant result. Mike comes home 6th. He obviously enjoyed that. Pat gets a good 7th as well. Wayne comes across at 8th. He had a fun race. Coy's finished in 9th. Baz at 10th. And James in 11th. So, well, that was a good race. Enjoyed that. Let's save that replay. Right, let's have a look then at the results. Chris, Little's GP, gets fastest lap with a 56.3 and a dominant win. Well done, Chris. Second was the other Chris, 29 seconds down. He had a fairly easy run, I would say, in the end. He kept Alex at arm's length. Alex gets a good podium in third, 42 seconds off the leader. Then Jack, a fantastic fourth, 55 seconds off. Then Mika, a brilliant fifth. Driver of the day, I would say. In 1 minute 20 down, having that pretty epic lasting battle with Mike. Mike's saying, good battle, Mika. I enjoyed that. That's good to see. Alright. Pat gets a good 7th as well. I was like saying, great racing, brilliant. Thank you for enjoying that. That was good. Pat gets 7th. Good result from him as well. Keeps his strong season going. Wayne gets back to 8th after a few adventures. 9th is Coy. 10th is Bazza. 11th is James. So that was round 3 of our Mazda MX5 Cups. Next week we will be at, he says, checking the calendar, we will have our second 2x30 minute races at Deep Forest. That should be some cracking racing because it's got 2 long straights. So we will be here, usual time, 8 o'clock next Wednesday. So don't miss those races. 2 30-minute races at Deep Forest. One's in daylight and one's at night. That's always fun. So thank you for watching. We will see you next week. Take care. Have a fun week.